Today on Rockin' the Suburbs.
Patrick, are you ready to share your new music picks from August?
I'm ready, Jim, but can you do me a favor?
Sure. What is it?
You have to make this episode play at 45 RPM. Because it was a single, you know?
Yeah, got it. Okay, Patrick, we are now into... What are we into? We are into September.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's September.
It's fall.
You say that, but okay. Let me talk about this for a second. So, at first, I liked the way you had your the Patrick Foster calendar set up. You like to start the seasons at the first of the month, as opposed to the whatever it is, 22nd, 23rd, or whatever, right? So September 1st to you is the beginning of fall.
That's right.
So the fall is September, October, November, right?
4 seasons. 3 months in each season.
And for a while, I was like, that kind of made sense. September, October, November, and then winter's December, January, February, and then spring is... Yeah, right? So that kind of made sense. But here's the thing. I was just having this conversation with my wife today. September in the D.C. area is still effing summer.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It doesn't really become fall until October.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think the problem is fall is actually only 2 months.
That might be right.
It's October and November.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we get here.
Right.
Yeah.
But people will be drinking those pumpkin spice lattes September 1st as soon as they break them out. So they probably already have them out. I don't know.
But my point here is that now that it is September.
Yep.
We will talk about music that we discovered in August.
Right.
This is how this works, peoples. And it's Rockin' the Suburbs. I'm Jim Lenahan.
I'm Patrick Foster.
And with us today and tomorrow, we have a couple of guests here.
Yeah,
since
that's awesome.
We've been hanging out at their house, and so we asked them to just kind of sit in on these episodes. We have Travis and Alex from Apollo 66. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, guys.
And, of course, you can see Apollo 66 play live October 2nd at the American Legion Post in Silver Spring, Maryland, and we're expecting everyone to be there. All right. I guess you're going to go first this month.
Yeah.
I went first last month. So tell me what you got.
Okay, so I will say, folks, I only have one pick this month, and partly because I didn't just have a chance to really catch up with a lot of new music this month, and that happens sometimes. I mean, there's so much new music that comes out. So much old stuff you're trying to catch up with, so many TV shows like The Detroiters that you want to watch, and all kinds of things. But I'm very excited about this choice. Now, this is another single from an album that comes out on September 24th. It is Sufjan Stevens, and he's made an album with Angelo Augustine called A Beginner's Mind. And apparently they did like a Bon Iver thing, and they were up in a cabin somewhere, I guess maybe during pandemic time, I don't know. And they watched apparently a lot of movies while they were making this music. And you can see that from some of the song titles. First, there was a song called Olympus that came out on the first single, and another one called Reach Out. I think that was in late July. But just in August, another single called Back to Oz. And I think the other one's called Fictional California. So you've got two heavy-duty movie themes right there, right? So I want to choose Back to Oz. I like Fictional California a lot, too. But I don't know, Jim. I've been a fan of Sufjan's work ever since I heard songs from Michigan way back a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I've been able to see him like 3 or 4 times. He's an amazingly weird and excellent performer. Always does something different.
Yes.
So let's hear Back to Oz.
Well, I'm going to make a deal with you, Patrick. I'm going to make you a special offer.
Okay,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Offer.
Since you just had the one pick, and you said you like both these songs, why don't we listen to both of these songs?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
side A and side B.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So we'll start here with Back to Oz.
Okay.
All my life was calling. All my dreams were buried away. You love me, but you don't know me. In due time you'll throw it away. I'll be there to play my part. Wanna keep us safe from harm, but a love was in my heart that I feel now.
It sounds like something that would come out of like Capitol Studios in L.A. in the 60s, or like the Wrecking Crew playing or that kind of thing, right?
Exactly, with all the exquisite touches and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I love it. It's very hypnotic to me, and the more I listen to it, the more I like, well, I'm going to play that again, and then I'm like, wow, that's really good, Sufjan. Like, he's, for someone who's written so much with strings, I mean, you know, and he's written quote unquote symphonic works, if you call one about the Bronx Expressway, I guess, in a symphonic work. But he uses such great restraint with the orchestral touches he uses, and I love it right there. And I just love that one part right before they go into the first chorus where it just is that descending like do 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 all the way down. It's really, really cool. And cymbals and everything. It's really, really, really a good Sufjan track.
I like the harmonies. Who sings harmonies with him?
That is Angelo Augustine, who he guess is getting full billing as a collaborator on this record, which I don't know if Sufjan's ever done that. You know, two guys or two people.
I like that breathy kind of thing.
Yeah, really, really cool.
I think hypnotic was a good word.
Yeah.
When the drums came in, I was like, that feels good.
Yeah.
Like it felt right.
It was just the right amount of touch. Yeah.
You want to turn the record over? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's flip it over. Fictional California. I love the title. This one's even quieter, folks. So really listen closely.
Now, when you arrived in fictional California, we're gonna bring it on again, bring it on to your heart. Our school spirit was defined by dance and drama. The Lord above will be my guide, the light into my heart. Open the light to the darkness. Open your heart, let it all hang out. Open your life to the hardness. Open your mind till it all falls out. Let it all fall out. Now that I have survived the spectacle of my youth, I'm gonna bring it on again, bring it on with my truth. My foolish spirit was denied by a romance-style drama. I put my passion in my pride, my beloved was finally refused.
All right, that has a little more what I expect from Sufjan
Yeah.
Stevens, I think.
Yeah, a little more. And interesting, that line, open your mind till it all falls out, and the album title, A Beginner's Mind, are very intriguing to me. So I'm really interested to see how that all fits in the whole album. I think it's a 10 or 11 track record, so it ought to be really cool to check it out. And again, really delicate. I mean, to me, it's almost like that's the first thing you play on Sunday morning after the Suburbs Pod Fest on Saturday night to just kind of clear it up a little bit. And then you move to the Blue Note jazz records. But what'd you guys think?
I had a different thought. My thought was that's something I listen to by myself at night with a glass of bourbon, laying on the floor with my headphones on,
Right.
having a good cry afterwards.
I love it in the dark, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I absolutely respect Sufjan Stevens, and I mean, just the sound, the composition, all that is really impressive. But I guess what it brings up for me is, as I've gotten older, I feel like I'm almost reverting back to kind of a teenage need for energy in music. I don't know, perhaps as my energy wanes.
There you go. No, I totally feel that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's interesting. It just reminded me how, as I feel in the last few years, I've been gravitating more to energetic things and moving away from more mellow things, not necessarily consciously, but I think that's why I remember Sufjan like years ago, kind of being intrigued by it and getting into it a little bit. But I just, to be honest, I've moved away from very mellow things, and I'm not sure I can account for it. But
That's a very interesting point.
There's a certain lullaby quality to this song. too.
Without a doubt.
That's
Totally.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I think it's so interesting because when I first went to listen to this, I was listening in the car, and I was like, you know what? Can't do it. Like, this is not, you're not going to be able to, number one, and I think part of it, too, is these old ears that have listened to so much rock and roll, whatever that Townsend line is, right? You need to be in a quieter space to even sort of understand what he's trying to pull off. And this This to me is probably the clearest listening with all of us on headphones down here and like all
Right,
concentrating on it. So I always like to listen to his albums just to see what he's up to. And some I've loved and some I've just have turned me off because they've been a little too pretentious or, a little too arty. And I always loved that he said he was going to make an album about every state. I hate the fact that he pulled out of that. And at least he admitted it was a marketing gimmick. But
I think that was the only thing I knew about him.
Yeah.
I'd heard about him, but I hadn't actually listened to any of his
yeah,
music. So it was nice to do that.
So maybe this is his California album. I don't know. But I just think he's, such an interesting figure and always like to check out what he does. So I hope, if other folks out there are into Sufjan, love to hear what you like about him and which albums.
All right, cool. All right.
Thanks, Jim.
I'm going to do 2 picks tomorrow.
Great.
Okay.
And next month I'll be back with my usual Bandcamp 55-minute punk songs and African pop.
There you go.
It'll go together.
Sounds good. Now, we like to close out, though, with a new cover
Yes,
of
we
an
do.
old song. Yep. And you guys can all weigh in on which one we play.
Okay, great.
All right, I'm going to give you, I got there's a lot of good stuff here. I got like half a dozen songs for you to pick from, okay? I won't tell you what the songs are, but I'll tell you who the artists are and who they're covering, and then you can pick, all right?
Wow, cool.
We have Dawes covering the Waterboys. We have Courtney Barnett covering Velvet Underground. Ooh. We have Phoebe Bridgers covering Metallica. We have Waxahachie doing a Woody Guthrie song. Local H covering Looking Glass was the name of the band, I believe. And Bonnie Prince Billy covering the Grateful Dead. Wow. Any of those sound interesting to you?
Courtney Barnett,
That's
Velvet
exactly.
Underground.
I was
Yeah.
going to go for that one.
Totally.
All right. I think actually the song she covers is on our Perfect Pop playlist,
Oh,
by the way.
that's even cooler.
It's I'll Be Your Mirror.
Oh, awesome.
And with that, it's Rockin' the Suburbs. I'm Jim Lenahan.
I'm Patrick Foster.
And with us are...
Travis Hodges.
And Alex Morse.
All right. We'll
Thanks,
talk to
guys.
you all tomorrow.
And I'll be your mirror, reflect what you are, in case you don't know. I'll be the wind, the rain, and the sunset, the light on your door, to show that you're home. When you think the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind. Well, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands, 'cause I see you. I find it hard to believe that you don't know the beauty you are. But if you don't, well, let me be your eyes, a hand to your darkness, so you won't be afraid. When you think the night has seen your mind, that inside you're twisted and unkind. Well, let me stand to show that you are blind. Please put down your hands, 'cause I see you.
There is a slow interlude, but Patrick's an idiot.